When you think of eating disorders that involve weight loss, you might think of anorexia nervosa. I'm here to talk to you about a different eating disorder, avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, or ARFID. ARFID does involve a significant amount of weight loss, but the child who experiences it doesn't want to lose the weight. The weight loss happens usually because of another challenge. Before I speak about what potential another challenge might be, I'm going to speak about a little bit more about ARFID. So it involves that significant amount of weight loss. It also can involve nutrient deficiencies. Children may be dependent on feeding tubes, nutrient supplements, and ARFID gets in the way of their everyday life, such as eating meals with their families, eating lunch at school, attending extracurricular activities. Now, just to be clear, children who experience ARFID have access to enough food and they don't have another medical disorder that interferes with their eating. The potential challenges that might contribute to ARFID can be a fear of something happening, such as a fear of throwing up, having an allergic reaction, choking, intestinal distress. Someone might have obsessive compulsive disorder and they might have the obsession that if they eat a certain food, something bad will happen. So in turn, they avoid certain foods and they don't get the caloric intake or nutrient intake that they need. It also can happen when a child is a picky eater and that child narrows the number of foods that they eat and they don't get the nutrients that they need. As debilitating as ARFID can be, there is treatment that can help. Once a child is medically stable, cognitive behavioral therapy with exposure and response prevention helps children gradually try and eat foods and learn that eating them either is not as bad as they expected it to be, or at least they could handle the experience. A pediatrician may be a helpful first step in asking for a referral for a cognitive behavioral therapy and exposure and response prevention provider. If you know of a child who's experiencing ARFID, know that improvement is possible.